As a kid, every day I would watch TV. Whether it was cartoons or random movies, I was probably watching TV. And many other people's childhoods are the same. But as a kid, I didn't have cable. So I had to watch public TV, which had a channel called PBS Kids, which was filled with TV shows that were technically educational but disguised so kids wouldn't notice. My heart and the hearts of millions of children worldwide were captured by Elmo and all of his friends who would come and play on Sesame Street. Now, Sesame Street has run for 55 years, and although it teaches kids things like the alphabet and how to count, something interesting about it is that it tries to teach lessons that will make young people good people. In these 55 years, Sesame Street has introduced dozens of characters with different perspectives on life, or put its characters in situations that wouldn't usually be shown on TV, especially not kids' TV, because they would be considered controversial or too dark. And yet, somehow, Sesame Street manages to not only discuss these topics, but hold them in a light that keeps the show light and airy, while still keeping them easily digestible for toddlers and small children. An example of this is a character who is introduced in the 47th season, a 4-year-old girl named Julia, who has autism. Julia's autism isn't treated as something negative. She's not excluded. She's a member of the crew, and she's Elmo and Abby's friend. Kids see characters like this and see characters that they know and love, like Elmo, interacting with them, and they will normalize it, and that will come into play when they meet someone with autism in real life. Sesame Street is a child's first look at how things that they might encounter but might not understand at that age, things like meeting someone with a disability or divorce, affects other people. And it's displayed so many different walks of life over the years that might help a child understand a new friend. In his 2000 book, The Tipping Point, Malcolm Gladwell wrote that Sesame Street was built around one breakthrough philosophy, that if you can hold children's attention, you can educate them. Sesame Street easily captures these kids' attention. It's not hard to fall in love with characters like the Cookie Monster, Big Bird, or Elmo, and that allows them to educate them. But what does Sesame Street educate kids on exactly? According to Gerald S. Lesser, an advisor for the Sesame Workshop in the 1960s, Sesame Street was built around 5 main tenets: social and moral development, mathematical skills, language and reading skills, problem solving, and perception. Well, obviously we knew they teach you how to count and they teach you the alphabet. But something interesting about Sesame Street is its focus on interpersonal relationships and friendships. Now, obviously every kid's show is about the power of friendship and how we can do everything together. But Sesame Street uses friendship as a tool to show that you can accept anyone regardless of how they are. A key theme of Sesame Street is perfectly exemplified in a song from the episode 516. Regardless of how we are, we're all people who live the human way. So, in a world where it seems like every day the world gets less and less tolerant, Sesame Street counteracts this by showing that kids come in all shapes and sizes, but all of them are amazing. Thank you.